we prepare for a 1-inch storm like we would a 6-inch storm. So we're always prepared for the worst.
On Tuesday and Wednesday, the City Public Works Department was working to keep roads open by treating them with a mixture of gravel and road salt. When forecasts call for a wintry mix as opposed to just snow, it can be hard to know exactly what treatment plan to follow.
That situation is a little bit tougher. It's something you got to continue to monitor the road temperature and just continue to stay and watch it and see what happens. So like I said, we're here. If it changes over to snow, we change direction in the plowing.
While treating roads makes them safer for driving and keeps the economy humming along, the salt can become a pollutant when it's washed into urban and natural waterways. Hall said mitigating this effect is also a priority.
Well, we always consider that and the amount of salt that we put out. So we're not out there just putting salt to put out. So we're very cautious on the amount that we put out, that we're not putting out too much. So to try to limit that as much as possible.
Well, the main reason we keep the streets clean is to keep the contaminants and stuff out of the storm drains and stuff, which lead out into maybe lakes or town run or whatever. And we pick the rock up, we pick everything up with the street sweepers. We have 2 sweepers. We try to run them full time. And other than street sweeping, we also have crews of guys to go out and blow the sidewalks off so the street sweeper can sweep that up.
If cold winter weather persists, sweeping is postponed to allow the salt and gravel to continue its job making roads safer to drive on.
Right now, there's already salt on the road, so it really determines on how cold it gets too, if that's going to freeze up or not. So it's really, we're going to monitor and maintain what we have.
If it's calling for a storm like a day from now, then we don't do that because it's wasting time and money.
Hall said the best option is not to drive, if possible. He recommends against on-road parking and asks residents to please keep an eye out for kids playing in the streets to avoid potential harm.
I would just recommend when it comes to when we're plowing the roads, if you have the option to park in your driveway, to do that, it really makes the job easier for us to clear the streets all the way back when that happens. And I also recommend when we do have large piles of snow, that we remind the children when we're out plowing not to play on those mounds, because it really can create a hazard when that happens, and we want to make sure we don't hurt anybody.